Tracy's been with us just a little under a year, and in that time she's proved to be an excellent employee. She is always patient-focused. She's always busy doing some type of work. Tracy is always pleasant on the unit, always greets people with a smile, tends to have a very even-keeled personality. I'm so proud to have Tracy in our department as the first 20-pin winner in the building. And even though Tracy has not earned all of those pins in my department, I can absolutely see how she was able to get them just by the way that she has presented herself in our department. And if Tracy was here right now, I would tell her, congratulations, Tracy. You so earned this, and you very much deserve it.
Well, Sarah started at Franklin in, I think it was March of 2012, and she was a great addition to the 3 South team ever since. Yeah, Sarah is an amazing person. She does everything she can to make sure her patients are treated with dignity and respect. She also is a great asset to our team with the staff. She does very well communicating with the nurses and making sure that her job is very well done every day before she goes home. Sarah won the S.T.A.R Superstar recognition. She was nominated by her peer NOEL, and basically what NOEL explained in the letter, which is very true, is that there's not just one story to explain how great Sarah is. Every day she comes to work, she does an outstanding job, and every day is a new story for Sarah. All of her coworkers see it, and all of leadership sees it. She'll be a great nurse someday when she finishes school. I would say, Sarah, you do an excellent job, and we're so happy you're part of our 3 South team.
I'm not surprised that she receives that many S.T.A.R awards. I think NOEL gets a lot of recognition from patients, from visitors. Her coworkers love to work with her. I think that they always know that she's there for them. She's reliable, she's dependable, she's helpful, and she really has that team at work attitude. Like, we're all in this together, let's pull through, do whatever we have to do. So NOEL is very bubbly, she likes to have fun, she's very empathetic. I would say that she's very friendly and open. She likes to talk, really get to know people and her patients, her coworkers, really everyone. So NOEL started at Franklin on our unit, and the intermediate care unit, as a new grad 5 years ago. So since then, we've watched NOEL grow from her new grad role, getting comfortable in nursing, to really becoming a preceptor, a mentor, a charge nurse, and really kind of a resource for staff on the unit. So she helps orient all the new people, and she helps her coworkers every time, make sure that when she's in charge, everybody's trying to have a good day. I would say that NOEL fits very well in our department because she really communicates and talks to everyone about their day and their life here. We spend a lot of time at work, so I think it's hard because when you're really trying to get to know your coworkers, she makes it very easy. She could talk to anybody. I'm convinced of that. She could talk to anybody. Any patient, any visitor, family member, staff. She's very open, so it's just like it comes natural to her. I would like to wish her continued success in her nursing career. I think that she has a lot of potential, and I think that she recognizes the kind of nurse that she wants to be. So I think she's a really positive person to win this, and really look forward to what else she can do. And I look forward to watching what else she can do in her career.
So I have known Polly for a few years now. We've worked together with Sodexo for probably the last 5 years. but I've known Polly a little more personally the last couple of years that he's been working here at Franklin. So Polly's a great person. If there's anything that you know about Polly, he's a joker. And no matter what kind of day, we could be having the worst day, had the worst news, short-staffed, whatever it may be, and Polly cracks a joke and everything's better. So I really appreciate that as a peer-to-peer, that Polly can do that and make us all feel better no matter what's going on. But beyond that, Polly's a great leader. He takes the time to he cares about his staff, for the people that he sees leadership qualities in. He takes the time to really develop them, help them meet their goals. He's developed some very successful programs over the years to help people move to the next level, and he's told me multiple stories, and I've seen his success stories within STAR, of people that he's really taken the time to spend with them and help them get to that next level. Polly had an interview candidate that showed up who really went above and beyond to get here. He didn't have a ride. His ride was the Milwaukee bus system, and it dropped him off at Walmart, and he walked from Walmart all the way to Franklin. And when he got here, he seemed a little bit, disheveled and kind of just, it was a long walk to get here. So Polly, talked, well, what's going on, and gave him a bottle of water and helped the guy kind of get himself together. Interview went really well, gave him some interview pointers. He was very interested in the candidate. It was just a long way for that candidate to travel to get here without a car. And that's just Polly. He cares about people. He sees potential in the people, and ultimately, the gentleman didn't have a ride back to the bus stop, so Polly ended up getting in this car and taking him back and getting him on the bus, and that's just Polly. He cares about people. He just really took the time with that candidate, and he recommended him for another position, I believe, and that's the kind of guy he is. Well, I just want to tell him congratulations. That I really enjoy working with him every day. He's an excellent support system to me and to my department, and we wouldn't be successful without him. So I'm glad and honored to work with him. So, thank you.
I have known Cindy for almost 20 years. We actually worked together at St. Francis before she was transferred over here when Franklin opened. And Cindy has just been, ever since I've known her, she has been a wonderful patient advocate, extremely compassionate, and very passionate about MRI safety. So she's just been wonderful. Her personality is incredibly warm and kind, and like I said, compassionate. Cindy has a knack for knowing exactly what the patient needs, which is really important in MRI. And as an MRI tech, patients come and they have a lot of anxiety over being in, a closed environment. And Cindy has a way of making people feel incredibly comfortable. As I was coming down to this room to talk about Cindy, another employee stopped me in the hallway out of the blue randomly and said, "Hey, I just wanted to let you know I had an MRI last week, and the gal that did my MRI was wonderful, and she was so kind." And I said, "Oh, was it Cindy?" And I held up the paperwork that I was bringing down here, and she's like, "Yep, that was her." So it was kind of a funny coincidence that as I was coming here to talk about how great she is, I got another compliment in the hallway for her. So just kind of a testament to how great of a person she is and what an asset she is to Franklin. Cindy won the Superstar Award based on a series of patient compliments, which were really no surprise to us, but we did get several in a row that really spoke to her compassionate nature, and she had also done some volunteer service at the time as well, and it was kind of like a light was shining on the fact that she was wonderful and needed to be nominated for the Superstar, and she was, and she won, which I think Cindy's completely deserving because she's just an incredible person and a great asset to Wheaton. If Cindy were standing right in front of me right now, I'd like to say to her that I am very proud to work alongside her, and I think that she's a wonderful person, and if I ever had any MRI needs myself, she'd be the person that I'd want scanning me, and I think she's just a great benefit to our department, and I'm really thankful for her.
Nathan's a very caring individual. He's dedicated and hardworking. He's reliable, always there to help out, whether it's his coworker or another department. He really does go above and beyond what he can do for any individual. I've known Nate since we opened the cath lab about almost 2 years ago, so for about 2 years. I would say that Nathan is a really key person in our department. He's very low-key. He's a resource for other people. He's a super user on certain devices like MacLab, the documentation system that we use in the cath lab. He's very good at training new staff to MacLab, so he's one of our resources there. How Nathan fits into Franklin is because he's always there to help, and he really has that. It doesn't matter if it's his patient or someone else's patient, it's a patient, and he really does put the patient at the center of everything that he does. So Nathan received the Superstar Award because on an airplane, another passenger ended up having a respiratory arrest. So he actually performed CPR on the passenger until help could arrive. We were actually, Jerome, myself, and Nathan were all on a trip out there for our Boston Scientific rep took us out there to do some education and to see their different products that are coming down the line. And so we were on our way back, and funny thing is we almost missed our plane. But luckily there was some nice individual in the security line who was like, "Are you guys together?" We said, "Yeah," so we got on board just in time. And it was actually, Nathan was at the front of the plane, and the gentleman that this happened to was in the back of the plane near myself and Jerome. So I actually, when we recognized that he may need some assistance, while the flight attendant called for help, Jerome, myself, called out to Nate to get Nate come in the back and help us. So we could have all hands on deck in an environment that's very foreign to all of us, that we are outside of the hospital without any sort of equipment. And Nate, he just jumped right in, whatever he had to do, no questions asked, started CPR while I was trying to find an AED. And I would like to thank Nathan for everything that he does for the cath lab. He really does go above and beyond, and I greatly appreciate him and the type of person that he is, and that aspect of what he brings to our team.